Winter, spring, and fall, students come to Moss with their elementary or middle school classes. But McCall is at its most glorious in summer. And that's when college prep programs bring high school students for integrated science instruction.
You look up and if it...
I am here for 2 weeks in McCall, Idaho, and I'm doing Environmental Science 1 and 2. I am not a huge outdoor person, and I wanted to get a better experience of it and become more out of my comfort zone. And it's been a really great opportunity to meet new people, make new friends, get some sort of a college experience, and I get 4 credits of school.
Hallett came to Moss with Upward Bound, a University of Idaho program for prospective first-generation college students.
We do an immersive dual credit experience, an outdoor learning experience where our students earn 4 college credits and 2 high school credits. And what better way to do that than at Moss? Their lab experience at Moss is going out into the field, taking water samples, analyzing dirt, learning about trees and tree health and the health of the world around them. And they're learning how to engage as college students because they are college students in this setting.
The Hoist program does the same for Northwest Indigenous students. Hoist stands for Help Orient Indian Students into STEM.
If you think of the statistics of our nation and statistics of Native students in K through 12 and post-secondary education, the numbers can be dismal. And I think it's because we need to incorporate those concepts that our students already understand. If you think about stick game, that is a lot of statistics. It's a lot of counting. One thing our students are looking for is, how can I make this relate to who I am?
Today's prompt is related to water. Since we're about to hike along a creek and see a beautiful falls, we're going to do a little write about what factors impact your home watershed.
When we do get outdoors, when we're doing hands-on activities, they're more engaged, they're happy, you'll see them smiling, they take interest in how other people are doing.
I love coming here. Plus, this is my ancestral land, the Nez Perce Nimipu. Walking on this land that my ancestors walked on is extraordinary. Thinking about it and how they walked on this land and how they migrated and gathered resources and all that, I really want to maintain and protect this land and exercise our treaty rights.
Often that can be difficult for a student to be the voice of all Nez Perce students or all Shoshone-Bannock students. And so when they're here with Hoist and in nature and in our homelands, they're able to laugh and joke and play their cultural games and be themselves.
You only got one life, you know? You might as well use it and come out here where it's fresh, clean, you know. It's beautiful here, and you could actually take a minute to breathe and focus on yourself.
It's cool to be a resource, especially for first-generation students looking to go into college, but a bit intimidated by the idea, especially with some of our rural students that come in, and it just isn't a practice of their family, and so they have a lot of questions.
I was a little nervous at first, but I'm definitely getting used to it by the minute. And I'm getting along great with everybody. Being outside I'm never on my phone, ever. And it's just really great to be outdoors and fresh air and really good food.
The food's awesome. I shout out to the cooks and the mesh hall because I've never ate so good at a camp before. There's been some hiccups like homesick and stuff like that because I'm 5 hours away from home. It's been awesome for the past 3 days.
I remember that.
Elliot.
Since I took the class last year, I'm kind of like a tutor, but I can help the students one-on-one as another student, so it's kind of more relatable. Moss last year really kind of transformed how I thought about things. It kind of made me more open-minded, to more learning experiences outdoors and stuff like that. Because I'm not an outdoorsy person, but definitely started liking outdoors after last year.
When we're here at Moss for a 2-week program, there's a lot of community building that happens. The students often don't know each other, and so they have to actively work to relate to each other. The ability to build relationships, build networks, to feel confident about science, and to feel like we are in charge of what we are learning. That is what has been also shown in the research to be the most important factors for students to have long-term success in learning. Increasingly, almost all careers are asking us to include technology, to be able to figure out when there's problems, and that often requires asking scientific questions. Moss is one of the best places to be able to provide that kind of education.
Science education is so important, but for us, this experience is about understanding how to learn. It's about understanding how to engage in a college class. For me, it's less about the subject we're covering and more about the environment we're bringing them to.
I really want to go into environmental sciences as a career, and so having this opportunity so young was it felt kind of perfect.